Hey Capricorn, thanks for joining me here at 11:15. I appreciate your time. Let's get right into it for you here. What do we have this week for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know? So we've got cycles, hello, void, maybe slipping into something of a depression, perhaps. Sparkling synchronicity. Pay attention to your synchronicities this week for sure. Have something important to tell you. Could be a synchronicity involving nature as well. Anything else for Capricorn this week? Very interesting so far. What kind of synchronicities can Capricorn be expecting? Integration. You know, it's funny. Earlier, I was watching a little something about shadow work and about integrating, and it's funny, the gem is on this card as well. Integrating and the gold is represented here as well. That's wild. Shadow work is about finding the things that circumstances or people in your life have made you feel less than about, and you've denied those parts of yourself and you've hidden them away. And the shadow work is all about looking at those things through a different lens and realizing, is this literally a terrible thing about the person that I am? Is this really some sort of character flaw? Or was it told to me that this was something bad about me that I should hide away just because of someone else's perception? And reintegrating the you that you were always meant to be, bringing those traits up to the surface and now feeling free and getting confirmation that it wasn't a deep character fault. It was simply someone else's perception of something about you that they didn't like. Yeah, I feel like you might be dealing with some sort of depression right now. Perhaps an exhaustion as well. But it's necessary for your growth and learning to have this time of introspection, to fall into that void a little bit, so you can be presented with those synchronicities to move you forward. We also have projections. Yeah, this goes along with the whole shadow work thing. So that's wild. So people project when they, let's say, for example, Samantha always makes fun of Jimmy because I'm going to go real extreme here. Samantha always makes fun of Jimmy because he has a peg leg. So Jimmy turns around and when he makes friends with Alex, and he feels insecure around Alex, and they see this other person, let's call that person Dwight, and he walks a little funny. There's where the projection is. So because this person was hurt by another person that has nothing to do with anything, because their feelings were hurt about something about them, they go and project that hurt on someone else. as a coping mechanism. So Gimpy Dwight is going to be getting made fun of by whoever the fuck it was. Did I say Jimmy? Is Jimmy making fun of Dwight for having a limp because Jimmy's got a peg leg and Sam made fun of him and hurt his feelers? Yeah, that's the basics of projection right there. And that's what shadow work is about. It's really looking at those projections and realizing that it wasn't a character flaw with you at all. It's been a lifetime of people projecting their bullshit onto people who had nothing to do with the hurt in the first place. Anything further for Capricorn here? Anything further for Capricorn? We'll see if they come back. Anything further for Capricorn? I was just about to tell him, can I get 1 to 3, please? All right, so we have patience in reverse. Yeah, you don't want to wait for the flippin' shadow work. You don't have the patience to, with all this introspective. You want to be out of the void. You want it to be now. Like, you're a Capricorn. You've got shit to do. You got places to go, people to see, things to accomplish, money to make. You don't have time to be boohoo in a void. You don't have time for this integration, finding the gem, finding the gold, all the good stuff, working through the projections, doing the shadow work, blah, blah. You want to be healthy and you want to be it now. And who do you have to pay to make it happen? Did I mention I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart? Oh my. I'd really suggest getting out into nature. Could be fantastic for you. We've got Mother Earth here, family and creation. We had this Earth Magic card earlier too. I really think this is pointing you toward getting out into nature. I feel like your confirmations, your synchronicities are going to happen for you in the woods, possibly near water. I definitely feel like there is something that needs to be said to you. You need to look up the meaning, and it could possibly be a catalyst for further work. And no, honey, no, you can't pay anyone to do it for you, but the birds want to help, okay? Manifest skill transmutation. Yeah, transmutation. That goes right along in with the projections and the integration. So what you're wanting to do, and you can Google this and YouTube it and, get a really good grasp on what exactly the shadow work is and how to go about it. But this goes right along, and I know you're thinking, oh my God, this sounds exhausting. It doesn't have to be. It does not have to be at all. You can go about this at your own pace for sure. So we've got manifest, skill, and transmutation here. So transmutation is all about taking negative energy and turning it into positive. So essentially what you're doing, the most simplified version of that I can give you, is you're finding the silver lining in anything negative. So, like, pick a thing, anything. It can be as simple as taking 5 minutes a day to open up the note app on your phone and just write to yourself, yeah, dear self, you know that time in 5th grade that Jimmy made fun of your limp, and you've just never gotten over that, and it's just stuck with you for years to come, and you just can't get over, like, now you think that everyone secretly, like, thinks you're less than because you have a limp. Like, you know what? Because of that, and fill in the blank as to what good thing could have happened just because of that. Like, maybe you ended up developing a really awesome personality. Maybe you ended up developing a sense of humor about yourself that you wouldn't have had otherwise. Maybe that bad thing was a catalyst for a good thing, and maybe you need to realize that and transmutate that energy into something good for yourself. If anything further for Capricorn here? Anything further for Capricorn? Anything further for Capricorn? Surprises, shifts, big changes. Yeah. If you work on manifesting, if you work on transmutation, if you work on integrating and your shadow work and integrating your shadow self into your regular everyday life, yeah, you will see surprises and shifts and big changes. And definitely get out here into the woods. They've got a synchronicity for you. They want to talk to you. Something wants to talk to you. Do I have anything further for Capricorn this week? Anything further that Capricorn should know this week? All right. Interesting. Soulmates, dating, long-term potential, displays of affection, it factor, two of a kind, alluring, je ne sais quoi. Sorry, I bumped the camera there. Sapphire, mental force, spiritual insight, strength, life of the party, precious, valued, holy, divine favor, revered. Transmuting any negativity that might have happened in past relationships and realizing that just because one person may have disliked something about you and made it a big deal, you don't have to then for the rest of your life presume that even though another person won't say it to you, that they must feel the same way. No, that's not true. That's what transmutation is going to help you with. It's going to make you realize just because Roberta said that my toes are weird and they make her want to vomit, that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't know, pick a name. Jen, Jenny, whatever, Guinevere, fucking Pumpkinhead. I don't know. That doesn't necessarily mean that Pumpkinhead is going to think your toes are weird. That doesn't necessarily mean that Cotton-Eye Jill is going to be repulsed by something about you. That doesn't necessarily mean that. Maybe Roberta was just a weirdo. Maybe she was disgusted by everybody's feet. You don't know. So possible water sign there. Feels deeply, takes things personally. Interesting. Yeah, things could be a little cloudy at this time. Psychic, empathic, intuitive. Hard to say if that's you or the person. I did have a feeling that when these cards were chosen, we might not be going into all of them. And I feel like that right there is a good place to cut wherever this is going. My fear for you is don't mistake and insecurity. Don't mistake a facet of your shadow self for an intuition. Don't tell yourself, well, Tim said this thing about me, and so that means that Bobbert must think the same thing. I feel it. That's my intuition. No, dear heart, that's not. That's not intuition. That was someone else's projection on you. That's something that you need to transmutate into something good. Now, as far as exact circumstances are concerned, there is no way for me to know that, and I don't think I have the cards for that. If I did have the cards for that, they'd probably be in this deck right here, but we don't have the time or the need. You know all of the exacting little things that you have for yourself that you need to work on. So, we are going to end storyline 1 right there. Do I have anything for anyone who did not resonate with storyline 1? Anything for anyone who did not resonate with storyline 1? Oh. So, we have optical illusion, not what it seems, mirage, trap, unclear, visual effect, confusion, head trip, trick, hallucination, hocus pocus, sleight of hand, projection, predictive programming, lost, delayed, complex, contemplate is complicated, spiritual quest, liberation, long way home, problem solved, catch 22, situation to sort out. Well, Capricorn, if you are storyline number 2 and you'd like me to dig further into that, just let me know and we will do that. In the meantime, I wish you luck on hammering that out. Let's get... Do we have anything for career for storyline number 1, Capricorn, that they need to know this week? So, saving face, you may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job, or you need to smile and make nice to get the position you want. You may get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. You may also get a tempting job offer or new place. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. Definitely big look at the bright side with these for sure. And last but not least, work you want may not be in reach now. You can take a temporary position while waiting for an opening. Your new place offers job security. Very nice stuff for you here, Capricorn. You know, it looks like you're really learning and growing. You're really just on the precipice of closing a chapter and opening a new one, finding the ladder out of this void. This is some phenomenal stuff. Really dig this for you. This is great. Again, work on your patience. Everything, you see the cycles, both of these here. Work on integrating your shadow side, realizing projections, Transmutate the negative. Be positive in the workplace. Realize you are in the cycles. Get out into nature. Watch for your synchronicities. And I did mention before this card was laid, watch for the birds. They have something to tell you. All right. Don't be surprised when the big changes come. They're due. All right, Capricorn. We'll talk to you again next week. Thank you again for stopping by, hanging out. If this resonated for you at all, please let me know. Again, storyline number 2, if you'd like me to dig deeper into that, we can get that set up for you. Additionally, this is YouTube. You know how it works. Any interactions are appreciated. And in the meantime, take care.